Today is April 24th, 2025. Today is first of the month, May 1st. What's going on? 27th? The 25th, 26th, the 29th. So today's the first of the month. If you don't mind, I'm probably going to set it up so I've got nicer audio, if that's cool with you. Here is me doing that. Obviously, I'm going to use this mic right here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Problem is it's just not, I'd like to maybe get it closer to my mouth. Maybe I'll scoot closer to it. Okay. And we're live. All right, so now I should sound a whole hell of a lot better. What's going on? Not much to say, not much to do, man. Another morning where I got the camera on me. This one's on me too, but only this one's recording. We're going to just kill 10 minutes, you and I, in front of my bedroom window. It's the first of the month. You know, you only get one of those once a month. Pretty cool when it's the first of the month. Makes you think. What was I doing last time it was the first of the month? And what might I be doing when the first of the month comes around next month? You never know. What you could know is that talking in front of a camera for a long time like this, it's not necessarily, I don't know what to say really. What I do know what to say is what I say, because, I would have had to have known it, obviously, to have done it. But when you start out with something, you don't actually know. It's like when you try something new, you don't actually know how to do it. So every moment, I always welcome, really welcome. This is the video. This is me. This is 10 minutes, and what more can I say? What more can a guy say? I'm outside. It's sunny. It's the first of the month. It makes you think about all the things that you could think about. I think about in particular a couple things. The first thing that comes to my mind when I start to think about things is probably war. I don't know much about war. I know a little bit about the war in Vietnam. I think that war should have been avoided. It seems to me as though that war was manufactured entirely for the companies associated with military goods to, I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know, I don't think, maybe I don't know enough to actually get into it, but Vietnam, I feel like, from the things that I've seen was, all war is unnecessarily cruel, right? So why would Vietnam stick out as an exception or anything? I guess when I think about it and I try and write the story of like the time that I'm living in, I like that the last war happened all this time ago, because then it's like, okay, it happened all this time ago, it went this way, and that's why I think there won't be another one. But why couldn't there be? I guess you'd never know. And I wonder if people long ago felt that there wouldn't be one again, and then there was. Scary stuff to think about. And I'm putting a lot of eggs in one basket when it comes to filming myself, right? Like how can I know that one day YouTube will just shut they run is it sturdy or is it not? It's a tricky beam to balance, because on the one hand it's like a business model, and they've proven over decades that these servers aren't going to go down and these videos aren't going to be lost. On the other hand, I guess it's funny how a business like YouTube can, what would you trust more, one singular person or an entire company? I guess it depends on the person or the company. Interesting things, interesting thoughts. I saw today that there was a man off the a man who found an old buried treasure, and I found that very interesting because there's so many little stories happening that you never think about, you know? Here's a storyline for you. I don't know. I don't know. Today my roommates officially graduate. That's a storyline for you. They're waking up behind this. This is the front door right here. They're waking up behind that door right now, and they're going to be putting on their caps and gowns. And it's crazy stuff. I'm probably going to miss that ceremony because I have to do this. But I don't know. It's just something to think about. Also, you know, I want to completely revoke access. I desperately want to take away all access that I give to this camera when it comes to details like those. Like, oh, my roommates are graduating. Oh, I feel this way. This happened to me. I feel that way. I feel this way. I don't want you to know any of that stuff these last 3 days. I've been on a big pushback. I don't want to tell you any of that. And even me telling you that is one of those things that I wouldn't want to tell you. And it takes a lot of effort not to tell you that. And I feel like it when I'm saying whatever I want, then the stuff like that comes out, like what's going on in my personal life and stuff. And it makes the time fly by faster. It makes the 10-minute mark come quicker, the 1 hour mark come quicker. And I'm passionate about these things that I'm talking about. And, you know, I just feel like when I find that the time moves more quickly, I feel the episode is worse. I think the best episode I could make, video I could make, would be one that for me felt like 6 hours long when it was just 10 minutes, and not the other way around. And it's important. It's important to be, you know, I don't want to get all like, you know, I just want to keep it cool. Keep it like the sky's blue. You ever wonder why the sky's blue? It actually has to do with a certain way that the sun's light hits the I think it's nitrogen. What gas makes up a majority of our atmosphere? I believe it's nitrogen. So the way that the sun's light hits our atmosphere and bounces into our eyes with a blue wavelength. Please excuse my yawn. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Please excuse my yawn. I'm so sorry, and I apologize. This is 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes. Silence, once again, there's lots of ways to make this easy. You can be silent for stretches of time, and you can talk about things you want to talk about for stretches of time. How about talking about things you don't want to talk about, but maybe you think people might want to listen to? Interesting. That's kind of what I want to explore. When I turn this camera off, I'm going to launch right into today's episode of Keeping It Real. That's an hour long. And if you'd like to see it, it's episode 124. It will be live around the same time that this is. And for an hour, I'm going to do my best to entertain. So, in between, actually, I think I'm going to film 2 quick Instagram reels. The first, I'm going to be telling a joke. And then the second, I will be explaining what I'm going to be doing today as a step towards New York City. Spoiler alert, I'm probably just going to be putting $50 into the bank. So, with 30 seconds left on the clock, that's my plan. That's my goal. That's my course of action. And it's always good to have one of those. I feel like this mic sort of takes up a lot of space for some reason. I feel like this mic really like gets in, like it's like covering me up. I don't want to hide behind this mic. I want this mic to just like, you don't even see it, you know? Something to think about. Something to think about. See, once again, I found myself launching into, maybe I'm analyzing it too much. You know, it is what it is. I'll see you whenever I see you, and if I don't, stay easy. Peace.